If you have the goal of making the varsity basketball team this season, you do not have to be the best player on the court. But there are a few things you do need to do to improve your chances of earning a spot. And we're going to go through that today. Let's dive right in. The first thing you need to do is figure out what is your X factor. So what is an X factor? Well, if you think about NBA 2K, this will help you out a lot. So you know how in NBA 2K, you're playing My Career, you're playing Park, your guy has a specific takeover, right? Let's say you're a sharpshooter, your takeover is shooting. You're a three-point specialist. If you're really good at dunking, you have that capability, you have that takeover, the finishing and everything. Playmaking, same thing. In real life, you need an X factor. If you want to make the varsity team, you need a weapon that the coach can use you for. Right? When I was trying to make the varsity team in my freshman year, I was a pretty balanced player. Right? I was okay at shooting, I was okay at dribbling, okay at finishing. But what allowed me to earn a spot on the team was being really good at one thing, that being shooting. So I was able to earn a spot. Of course, I rode the bench for most of my sophomore year. I didn't get my playing time and earn my MVP award and first team all conference until my junior year. But that's how I got my foot in the door. So you got to ask yourself, what is my X factor? Now, by the way, I have a product called the Varsity Basketball Blueprint. It lays out everything you need to make your varsity basketball team this season, and I go in more depth about the X Factor. If that's something you're interested in, click that link in the description. Next, do the dirty work. A lot of guys will talk about this all the time. They're like, "Oh yeah, I'm a dog. I'm ready to box out my guy. I'm ready to run the floor." But most guys don't. Right, I've coached for over a year now, and I've played for over 10 years. I'm playing in college now, and it's actually very rare to come across a basketball player that's truly a dog. Every time I see it, I get hype. I'm like, let's go. This is about to be a dog fight. I'm ready to compete. Let's go. We're going to go at each other. I love it. But most guys don't have that. And if you want to truly stand out and actually make your varsity team as a young guy, man, be a man. Seriously, fight for what you want. When you're in practice, go at your teammates. Stop with all this buddy stuff. I don't want to hurt anybody. But okay, yeah, don't hurt anybody in practice, but go at their chest, man. Go at them. I'm tired of all this passivity, man. Be aggressive for what you want in life. Be aggressive for what you want in your career, basketball, everything. Fight for yourself, man. Look, another thing I want to mention that's tied to doing the dirty work, being scrappy, stop respecting everybody. I'm not saying be an absolute jerk, but what I am saying is, all right, you're looking up to the varsity guys. This is what I did, man, for a long time when I was in my freshman and sophomore year. I looked up to the varsity guys because they were at a spot that I wanted to be at. I put them on a pedestal. But if you want to be a varsity player, you have to realize this fact. The varsity guys are no different than you. I don't care if they're first team all conference like I was. I don't care if they were the MVP last year. I don't care if they're first team all state. I don't care. They're just another high school kid. So, once you stop putting them on a pedestal and you realize that they're just your peers, you stop treating them like a machine, Like in the Rocky movies, Rocky IV. He's not a machine. He's a man. They're men. Some of them don't even act like men. They're immature. Some of them don't even have a workout schedule. Some of them... Look, I'm getting very passionate about this, but this is what I needed to hear when I was your age. Younger Mark needed to hear this. Next, study your plays and your sets. If your team has film, which most high school teams do, study that film. Look at it and see, okay, what are the spots on the court that give me an opportunity? A lot of guys, especially in high school, will come off ball screens and not realize how open they actually are. A lot of guys will miss backdoor cuts. 45 cuts, oh, forget about it. 45 cuts almost never happen in high school. But if you can become somebody that knows when to move, what opportunities they have, you're going to take advantage of them and you're going to stand out. One other thing is with the plays and sets, try to focus on minimalistic moves when you're just starting out, right? Before you're able to get a bigger leash from your coach, before your coach is able to trust you more, usually that comes in a few years when you're an upperclassman and everything. For this time, focus on scoring with as little dribbles as you can, right? If you come off that dribble handoff on the wing, for example, right? A lot of sets have that. You come off that dribble handoff, if you can get to your spot with 1 to 2 dribbles, or you can get 2 feet in the lane, make a pass out, do it. Coaches love that. Next, stay after every team practice. I am convinced that one of the biggest reasons why I was able to earn a varsity spot in my sophomore year, or at least, ride the bench for most of it, have a jersey, have a uniform. I practiced with the varsity team since I was a freshman. The only reason why I was able to do that was because I stayed after every team practice and I showed how serious I was. I wanted it. Most of the guys, I would say, actually every single one in my freshman year left as soon as the freshman practice ended. So it ended around 4:30 and the varsity practice went till 5:30. I stayed until the varsity practice ended and even longer. So I was at the school until 6 to 6:30 p.m. I just asked my parents if they could pick me up later. I wasn't able to drive, so don't give me that excuse. Ask your parents if they can pick you up later. Always stay after practice. And something that happened for me was I was in the girls' gym because that was open after 5 o'clock. I was in the girls' gym, and one day my coach walked in, the varsity head coach, and he saw me working out that late. It was about 6 or 6:30. And so from that day forward, I remember he walked in, he shook my hand, and he said, "Hey, next practice, stay and work with varsity." And for the rest of my high school career, I worked with the varsity team. That was in my freshman year, bro. My freshman year. My last piece of advice. I really want to hammer this message home. Younger Mark, you need this. And by the way, if you're still watching until this point, you're a lot like younger me, and that's probably why you resonated with my content. Look, cut out the BS. Cut it out. All the reasons why you can't be successful, all the things that are stacked against you. Oh, it's my genetics. Oh, I'm a late bloomer. Oh, blah, blah. Stop. Stop with all that. It's not going to help you, and everybody has an excuse, right? One of the coaches I had during high school, very funny guy. He said this one day and it made me laugh, but there's a lot of truth to it. He was yelling at the team for making excuses, and he said, "Excuses are like asses. Everybody has them, and they all stink." Excuses suck, man. And you will be the sole reason why you didn't succeed at the things you wanted if you keep making those excuses. That's deep. If you want the fastest path to your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, you need to develop a mindset that doesn't allow excuses. Let me give you a little story here. When I was 16 years old, I started this YouTube channel. I personally, ever since I was young, did not want to work a normal 9-to-5 job. So I said, okay, how can I change that? How can I make sure I don't have to do it? Well, I'll start a business young. Now, let me tell you something, man. I could have made every excuse in the book. The YouTube algorithm is so bad. Oh, it's against me. I'm too young to do this. People won't take me seriously. I had all those thoughts in my mind, and for a while, I had no success. Right? I posted 150 videos, and I had 600 subscribers. I would get excited if I got 100 views. Now, if I got 100 views on a video, that's an extreme flop. The only reason why I was able to persevere was because I cut out the BS. I said, okay, it's not going to be easy. That's a big thing. Everybody in this day and age is like, okay, if you want to get rich, man, do affiliate marketing, do drop shipping for 90 days, and then, you'll have $1 million. Like, if you want to build a business, if you want to change your basketball career, if you want to succeed in anything in life, you have to go in with the mindset that, all right, it might not go as planned. It might be tough. It might be painful. There might be days when I just say, man, I don't think I can do this. But you keep going anyway. That's true success. That's how you can never be stopped. I broke my shoulder in my senior year, man. I broke my shooting shoulder, to be specific. And that's how I made a living in basketball, was my shot. The doctors told me I would be out for 8 weeks. That was the entire season. But I came back in 5 weeks. And my first game back was on my senior night. I just said to myself, I will play on my senior night. I'm not missing it. And for the rest of the season, with a broken shoulder, I had nerve damage all down my arm. It sucked. I airballed a lot. My shots were short. After all that, Karl Anthony Towns, I averaged 11 points per game, which was below what I averaged before. My season high was what I averaged in my junior year, 16. I averaged 15.8 my junior year. All those setbacks, I still made first team all conference in my senior year. You can do this. Younger Mark, you got this. You can make varsity. And you can do it earlier than your sophomore year if you do all those things. And if you want the best chance, click that link in the description. The Varsity Basketball Blueprint is everything you need. I love you, man. I hope you can take this advice and not get your feelings hurt, but just change your perspective on things. But as always, keep God first. Stay blessed, bro.